Let's say that someone works within the demolition or construction industry for 40 years, an entire career. And let's just say that taking into account weekends, holidays, some sick time, they will clock up an average of 250 work days every year on average. Over the course of their career, that person will amass 100,000 hours of experience. Now, to put that into some context, a pilot is considered sufficiently experienced to fly a passenger jet with just 1,500 hours of flight time under their belt. But there's more to this than just a matter of hours racked up. Over the course of 100,000 work hours, they will likely have seen just about every application known to mankind. They will have overcome countless challenges. They will have operated multiple machines and tackled all different kinds of projects in all kinds of circumstances, materials, and weather. That level of experience might not earn them an additional piece of plastic or a certificate of accomplishment, but they will know it all because they have seen it all. In fact, despite the official hierarchy on site, this is usually the person that everyone looks to for leadership, guidance, and technical know how. That person is an unsung hero, a jewel in the crown, a shining diamond in the rough and tough world of demolition and construction. But then one day, all of that is lost. Maybe they're struggling to get in and out of a machine. Maybe they no longer wish to work away from home. Or maybe they've been ushered towards the exit by a shift in the competence card regime that now requires them to prove to a 25-year-old OIC that they can do the job they've been doing for the past 4 decades. Whatever the circumstances, that jewel in the company crown is heading out the door. Now, there might be a farewell party, assuming times are good enough to finance one. There might be a parting gift. There might be a photo opportunity with the owner of the company. And then they're on their way. Now, assuming an average wage of £10 an hour over the years, over the course of that entire employment period, the employer will have invested £1 million in that employee's wages alone. They will have invested in their training, their well-being, and their career and skills development. And sure, they've had their pound of flesh, come rain or shine, that person was at work. They were often the first to arrive and the last to leave. Their employer is not just losing £1 million plus invested in that individual. It's not just losing a warm body behind a set of levers. They are losing a person that can get the best out of a machine and out of the team around them. And worst of all, they're losing 100,000 hours of accumulated knowledge, wisdom, and experience. All of that could be imparted to the next generation. It could be used to knock the rough edges off of industry newcomers. It could be used to help turn a good young operator into a great one. They could be used as a backup troubleshooter, supporting teams on site as and when the need arises. And they could act as a mentor to young men and women joining the firm, turning each one of them into a valuable and productive member of the team far more quickly. I was originally inspired to write this to hopefully encourage more mentorship within the industry. But once I started, I was just reminded of the crass stupidity of the industry's training regime that will require somebody with potentially 100,000 hours of experience to prove that they're capable of doing their job. Thanks to the money grabbing ways of the training firms and those they answer to, our man or woman with 100,000 hours experience could be stacking shelves at Tesco very soon because someone somewhere believes they need an NVQ. An employer may have invested upwards of £1 million in wages over that person's working life, but they're about to see that £1 million go up in flames because a pen pusher somewhere has shifted the training goalposts. If you've invested £1 million in retaining the skills and expertise of a person, the chances are you already know they can do the job and to an exceptionally high standard. But now they're required to prove it. Now, I've based this theoretical rant on a single person, but imagine if you extrapolate that out across the entire sector. If there's a thousand individuals like this, the industry will lose £1 billion worth of knowledge and expertise straight out the gates, never to return just because some bright spark in a suit thought it would be a good idea. If there's 10,000 people in this position, that's £10 billion worth of experience that is about to stack shelves at Tesco or just retire. On the basis that this might actually impact tens of thousands of people, that might be the single biggest waste of money in UK construction history.